Alright, welcome back to Roguetech, and welcome back to the challenge run. So we're going to hop straight away into the mech bay. We have this Marauder 2C that I've been wanting to rebuild for a while. But most noticeably, it has a Fire Control Mark II that we could potentially rip out and put in... Who was it that lost the Fire Control Mark II? Oh, we already, completely rebuilt Tank with Legs. Do I stop work and rebuild it? With the Fire Control Mark II? No, because I already took all the battle computers out. No, it's fine. It's fine. We don't need them Fire Control Mark II on the MRMs, even though it did make them super accurate. What are we doing with this thing? It's kind of all over the place. I definitely want to get rid of the MML. Definitely want to get rid of the MML. That thing, that literally was just a stopgap that we put in there so long ago, and it's just still there. I'm actually thinking maybe we make this also a heavy MRM or MRM 45 MRM 60 mech. Huh. That's really interesting. Heavy MRMs, MRM 60. It's 60 heat though. And right now the reason our cooling is fine is because of the laser insulators. I mean, it only has the one missile hardpoint in the side torso, one missile hardpoint in the head, so we can only put one big MRM in it. And right now it's kind of this weird long to mid-range brawler sort of thing. Let's see, if we drop the Gauss rifle, which I know, that's 80 damage pinpoint that we're dropping. And I think we have a mask lying around. Did we use the mask on something? I don't know, I've slept since then. But anyway, dropping the Gauss rifle will let us trade that 80 damage pinpoint for something like an MRM 60. That takes a lot of slots. Boom. And now we have heat problems, but we also have a lot of tonnage left. So maybe... I know the medium heavy lasers, we have medium improved heavy, I think, sitting around. But instead of the medium improved heavies, what if we go large heavy? And I know our heat's a problem. However, I think we have... What's it under? Laser heat sinks. Laser insulators, I mean. I thought we had some sitting around. Did we use them on somebody? Or am I just completely... I'm probably just completely out of my mind. Engine heat sinks +3. Try to soak some of the tonnage. Actually, I'm going to put that back. Soak some of the tonnage with heat sinks. We still also need ammo for the MRM 60. I mean, this is a very toasty build. But then again, it's only a 13 heat delta. That's manageable. Ammo for the MRM. We have Apollo, but we don't have Artemis. We have improved. So that's 4 shots of improved. 2 shots of tandem. Another 4 shots of regular MRM ammo. That's not interesting. No, I think instead of the MRM 60, let's look at a heavy MRM. We have interesting ammo for that. heavy MRM 40, which actually generates less heat. It's 50 heat instead of the 60 heat, so our heat's better. And then we have heavy MRM acid, so that's 3 shots of acid. We have LK, so that's 3 shots of LK, and we have swarm for when we just don't have a hit chance. So we have, that's only 9 shots. 3, 6, 9. So we actually also want that bin of LK. So now we're over tonnage. I mean, we can drop the reinforced for either Indo composite or composite, which frees up a lot of tonnage but takes slots. And we don't really have a better option than the small advanced cockpit. I mean, we could just put a clan cockpit in, pay 1 ton for 1 gunnery. Then again, we also have we actually have a jam chance now. No, I don't think the heavy MRM is the answer. Oops. I don't think the heavy MRM is the answer. Can we just drop the MML and go with a large heavy and improved heavy medium? Medium improved heavy, large heavy. So that's... we're replacing the splash, which does do very respectable damage. However, this is very much now a pinpoint build. We have 80 from the Gauss, 80 from the large heavy, 40 from each of the medium heavies, and then the bombast for up to, I think, damage mode does 70, something like that. So we have a very respectable alpha strike of pinpoint. We do still have those missile hardpoints left. I mean, I could keep the Case 2 specifically for if the Gauss rifle explodes. Sure. The medium improved heavies can also explode, but only for 25 damage, and if they're in the arms, I'm not super concerned about it. And then more heat sinking, more battle computers. Is that the play? Ah, right. We have engine heat sinks. Engine heat sinks plus 3. We have 3 of them sitting around. So yeah, we're overcooling. However, the bombast laser uses more heat when it's firing in DMG mode, so we're actually heat neutral, I believe, with firing the bombast for highest damage. So now at long range, we have the Gauss rifle, large heavy laser, and the bombast in range mode. And then as we close in, we switch to standard mode, and we continue doing more and more damage. That is viable. Also, battle computers. I thought we had battle computers ballistic. Yeah, we do, right there. Battle computer ballistic. Would I rather have that than range? Then again, battle computer range reduces the Gauss rifle minimum range to like 1 hex. So I guess it's kind of worth there. In addition to the 10% additional range, so extra 2 to 3 hexes, extra 2 hexes, extra hex, like... I mean, it helps. Is this how we run it? So, we upgraded to the medium improved heavy, which gives +1 accuracy. We upgraded from the medium heavy to the large heavy, which gives us 40 additional pinpoint damage. We dropped the MML7, which at range we went even. We just... Actually, we upgraded by 5 damage at range. Actually, no, we doubled our long range damage because the medium heavy wasn't able to reach. So, the large heavy basically is just doubling the MML long range damage. And then the dead fire, it was doing 15 damage per missile, times 7. So, that's 105 damage. So we lost about 65 damage short range. But I think that's worth it for the extra long range, for the extra pinpoint, so it doesn't just splash all over the armor. I'm definitely transitioning my team into more of a focused fire, called shot, like trying to take mechs apart very precisely. Also, is the tag worth the small cockpit advanced? We don't really have cockpit options, do we? Not really. I mean, yeah, there's a rangefinder. There's a rangefinder, comm suite, but... Yeah, no, I think... Actually, honestly... So, Fire Control Clan gives +2 offensive push accuracy. Fire Control Advanced Target Computer gives +1 offensive push accuracy, but also a improved called shot location modifier by 20%. I think I would actually rather have that than the evasion ignore and the gunnery. We have nothing that can jam, so the gunnery is just a base 1%, which it translates to less than 1% actual increased accuracy. And the +1 evasion ignore, yeah. +1 evasion ignore is the same as +2 accuracy, so we're getting half of it on offensive pushes. I think that's better. I think that makes this do what it wants to do better. Also, we have cooling jackets. But in order to put the cooling jackets on to remove some heat sinks, they would each take, I think, a ton. 1.28 tons. So that's not really worth it. Even though each one would probably let us drop 2 heat sinks, let's just out of curiosity, if we drop all the heat sinks, we don't even have as good a cooling, so yeah, no, we're better off without the cooling jackets, keeping just the 4 extra heat sinks. What else? Is there anything else, or is that just it? There's also an argument to be made for having the bombast and large heavy laser on one side, with the laser insulators to kind of use the other as a shield side. Actually, I would rather lose the bombast laser and this medium improved heavy rather than lose the large heavy. And I would absolutely rather lose those battle computers than the Gauss rifle. So now our left side is our shield side. I think this is a much better build. It's more cohesive, it's more, aware of what it's trying to do. Offensive push, called shots, bunch of pinpoint. That's an improvement. I like it. Okay.
Shouldn't be too hard.
So now we've got stuff being worked on. The Vanquisher, I'm happy with. Although, I mean, the advanced target computer is reducing the jam chance of the heavy MRM. So that's fine. Again, gunnery A and B to reduce the jam chance of the heavy MRM. Heat efficiency is good. I mean, we don't really need the heat bank. We could potentially put some kind of optics in instead, and then put the battle computer optics in something else. But for now, I think I'm just going to leave it as is. The Kuroshi. Come on. The Kuroshi, I'm not thrilled with how it's performing. So I think I'm going to drop the Silver Bullet Gauss. Of course, we don't have single bins, or we don't want a single bin of Gauss ammo because a single bin of Gauss ammo is only 8 shots. So if we're dropping the Silver Bullet Gauss, unless... $15 tons versus 14, we'd have to find an extra ton somewhere. My problem is just that the Silver Bullet Gauss is... it's splashy, and with a pair of single Gauss rifles, just pinpoint, they would open it up and crit out with the Hyper Assault rotary Gauss. Whereas the Silver Bullet Gauss just kinda whatever. I mean, yeah, bonus crit chance, but we don't have right now. We don't have the ability to actually open them up. And as long as we can't open them up, it doesn't matter how much crit chance we have. So I think I would definitely rather bring another Gauss rifle. However, then we have the problem of 1 ton. Where do we get 1 ton? I haven't really been paying attention to ammo count, but I'm pretty sure that each one of these is only 2 Alpha Strikes with the Hyper Gauss spun up to ×6. Which means we have 8 Alpha Strikes of... excuse me. 8 Alpha Strikes of the ×6 rotary Gauss rifle. Which is fine, since it'll jam now and then. Yeah, I think this is better. I just need to find a way to get a ton. Also, that's an XL gyro. We have a Dreadnought gyro. How do we get 1 ton? That's tough. Our heat management's great. Actually, why do we have the exchanger? Why do we have the exchanger? Oh, because if we spin that up, it's an extra 21 heat. That would still only be 48. I think a heat bank would be better for the resistance to heat damage. Alternatively, I could go IFF jammer. Just to reduce the enemy hit chance in general. It's pretty good. I think I'll do that. But again, back to this trying to find 1 ton. I think there's a quick sell engine heatsink slot item that like gives you a ton, but forces you to move a heatsink out of the engine or something like that. I don't know. Where do we get a ton? I mean, Warfare Suite? It's 3 tons. Warfare Suite is 3. Guardian ECM is 1.5. Beagle Probe is also 1.5, so we'd have to give up Probe if we wanted to do that way. We don't want to give up the enhanced imaging, do we? So if we give up the enhanced imaging, we would also be giving up the gunnery A. So that would be 1% less chance, or 1% lower jam chance reduction. And that's also one gunnery that we're losing 2 gunnery. So that means 2% flat jam chance reduction. But this thing has 10% jam chance per shot, which means firing times 6, it's going to jam. It's a 60% base jam chance. So I think we just keep it around knowing that it's a coin flip every time. And we have the Gauss rifle, which is going to be more reliable than the silver bullet Gauss. Less accurate, but more reliable. Then again, the silver bullet Gauss just does more damage. Well, I say that, actually. Weapon... so the damage variation is plus or minus 5 on the base 15. So that means it does anywhere between 60 and 120 damage. Whereas the Gauss rifle just always does 80. I think this build is better, and it frees up the enhanced imaging.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
Let's look at tank with legs again. Okay. So I don't remember exactly what we did to change it. I think we put in stuff, but I think we're just going to put it back the way it was. Enhanced imaging, that gives us night vision. Fire control Mark II gives us evasion, ignore, and accuracy. The sensors, we do not have replacement sensors. So just clan, I guess. Yeah. Artemis. Oh, that's right. We were having to put in just like a clan Artemis 4 fire control system. That's bad. This is much better. And then we could go battle computer heat just to prevent the same issue to some degree. Just to reduce the amount of heat we build up. Because the blue shield particle field dampener is creating 9 heat per turn. So we're at 70. So then we'd be at 77. So yeah, battle computer heat's doing a little bit of work. Battle computer criticals and battle computer missile, I believe, is what we had in here. Piloting A and B for both the blue shield particle field dampener and the supercharger. What else did we have? We're missing a ton. Was there another battle computer we just couldn't replace? No, the battle computers, it was just the cockpit that got destroyed. The cockpit was piloting A and B, fire control Mark II, enhanced imaging clan, and the sensors sniper, I think. We have 1 slot, 1 ton, which makes me think it was maybe battle computer long range. So every time we alpha strike, that's 90. 90, 180, so 2 shots, and then a leftover 60. 4 shots and a leftover 120, so 5 shots and a leftover 30. 7 shots and a leftover 90, so that's 8 shots of Apollo. So we have plenty of ammo, unless there's some kind of other... I mean, we could bring another ton of tandem ammo to have more than one Alpha Strike in case there's multiple vehicles. That's an option. Yeah, I'll have to look back at my previous recording to see exactly what changed, but I think we're fine with this. I think we're back to it being a solid, good mech. We still have the combat shield for the damage reduction. We still have the upper hardened for the damage reduction. We still have the blue shield for the damage reduction. Yeah. I think that's how we do it. Sure.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Sonar I'm happy with. It's just literally electronic warfare. That's what it does. Ghastly is just a little stealth heavy mech. Still running the XL gyro. But honestly, would I waste a dreadnought on a heavy mech? Probably not. The Kingfisher is just awful. Let's face it. It could be so much better. It just... I don't know how. Like, with the equipment we have, I don't know how to make it good. Zapper is fine as long as he can get close enough to zap things. And Slinger is reliable. If nothing else, is just a reliable long-range missile mech. Doesn't take much to be a good LRM mech. So I think with that work being done, everything is actually going to be repaired very quickly. I was trying to get that all out of the way so that we could travel and fix everything in transit. Because part of my plan to spin down this playthrough is to go to a 10-skull planet. Next playthrough, I think I am going to do some flashpoints. In part because I got some plans for the rules I'm going to take that are going to make it really difficult to progress and grow. So we'll be at low skull ratings for longer. So, like, usually the flashpoints that are close by are only interesting if they're close to your lance rating. You know, relatively close to the lance rating. And if you're, already pushing to like 5 to 10 skull missions, and the flashpoints are for 2 skulls, it just kind of ruins it. Yeah, there should be a planet nearby. 10 skull. Terran world. Extensive volcanism. I think I'm going to try to look for a, urban. I feel like our mechs will work really well in an urban biome. Specifically because we have so many direct fire mechs. So either, with direct fire mechs, you either want to drop somewhere where you can drop on the high ground and just shoot anyone across the entire battlefield, or you want to drop in a place where they can only indirectly fire at you until you can shoot them. And if you're running mid to long range, then it's pretty good to have, the wide open battlefields. But being able to just deal with one, cluster of mechs at a time instead of having them all shooting at you all at once is pretty good. So I think we're going to move to this 10 skull, battlefield, desert world, manufacturing, megacity, moons. Are we? I'm not a big fan of the desert world. After last episode, I'm very wary of hot biomes. Oh, right. I can filter. Does it let me go up to... Is that going to show me? No, that's not going to show me. Okay. So that I cannot filter above 5 skull. Okay. Let's filter desert and stay away from those planets. Wow. Really, there are no 10 skull planets without the desert biome? You know what? I'm gonna make a cut to finding 10 skull planet. Alright, so I found an Arctic World Battlefield Comstar, former Star League, Inner Sphere, medium gravity, mining moons, recreation rich, small population planet, 10 skull, currently controlled by Rosselhog. There is a Ghost Bear presence, there is Draconis presence. Let's
Roger
go.
that, Commander. Course plotted.
Hey boss,
Alright.
just completed those upgrades.
Continue
boss,
upgrading
nice
the
to
Argo. +2 morale, +1 morale, +1 morale, and +1 morale. So, upgraded arcade it is.
Sure thing. It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
And yeah. We also have to keep in mind, as we drop on these incredibly high skull missions,
That work order you submitted is complete.
we have to get enough money
Commander.
anytime we drop the... where is it? Dire Star. It's going to cost apparently about 1 million C-bills to repair, even if it just takes armor damage. So we'll have to keep that in mind when we're negotiating for salvage. But hopefully it's fine. Is there anything else I want to do? Hyper Sniper, I've been happy with. I've been quite happy with Hyper Sniper. The Static and Scalpel together have been just an amazing duo. Vanquisher has always been a reliable workhorse. Our Dire Star is so good. Did we ever... Yeah, we fixed it, right? Yeah, we fixed it. Okay, so it's no longer a Goomba Stomper. That was interesting to try, but not worth it. Especially considering how much it cost to repair the armor, and doing 80 damage to our legs every time we Goomba Stomped was expensive. So, Kuroshi, I'm thinking it's going to be better now that it has 2 pinpoints to open up and then follow up with the Hyper Assault. And we can even keep the Hyper Assault silent if we don't already have them open or have them close to being open. Then again, it does do 360 damage to armor. So, still really good damage, even if it's not going to crit. The Kingfisher... I mean... Do we just turn it into an MRM boat? Is that the play? What am I doing? I mean... Heavy MRM 30s. MRM 60. Because we're already a little short on ammo. Our engage range is already kind of whatever. Doing 4 damage per missile with so few missiles is whatever. So alternatively, we could go MRM 60. No. No, that would be... We would not have enough ammo for that. Double heavy MRM 10. And then ammo. At that point, we would need 2 bins of heavy MRM ammo. 6 shots each. And then 3 bins of regular MRM ammo. So we'd need to find 1.5 tons, in addition to the patchwork we're already using. But we know the MRM builds are strong. But then why wouldn't I just drop the Vanquisher every time instead of this? No, I think... I mean, maybe a ballistic is the choice? No. Lasers? I mean... How many large lasers do we have? ER large... Large laser... Large laser... Large laser. I should just put them all on one side. Oh, wait. And then our heat efficiency would be garbage. We'd be doing so little damage. 165 damage. That's like nothing. Yeah, we are not set up with cooling enough to actually do that. I mean, we could bring... Okay, hold on. Let me consider mixing our options. So, once we get into short range, the ATMs do solid damage. Very, very respectable damage. And their heat is very, very easy to cover. So if I drop... the ATM 6 is only 3.5 tons. Dropping the ATM 9 for a large laser would not be a good call. We'd be trading... at long range, doing 4 damage per missile, we'd be trading 36 damage for 40. Then as soon as we get into standard range, we'd be losing damage, period. I mean... The Kingfisher's always been a little bit of a weird mech, just because it has the stock engine that you can't upgrade. I don't need the exchanger. Can I get this thing? First of all, what am I doing? Internals. Hands. Omni lower, omni lower, omni hand, omni hand. TSM. No, not that. That. TSM. Only 18 tons. So we would have to use heavy industrial armor. Do we have heavy industrial armor? No. So yeah, it's gonna have to be a 100-ton mech to put the TSM on it for it to be able to handle the Katyusha. The Annie does not have hands and is not a Omni-mech. Yeah, that's basically it. I I don't think any of our 100-tonners are actually omni-mechs. Except for the Dire Star. Yeah, no. No. Maybe? No. I really want to use the Katyusha. But as a single shot, no. It's not worth. We need the heat for the large lasers, so we have to have the exchanger. We don't have night vision from anything else on the Dire Star. So we need the optics for the night vision, if nothing else. Alright. And it shall sit in our inventory until the end of time. Alright.
Nice to see
I still...
hole.
I feel like we can make the Kingfisher better. I don't know how yet. I'm sorry, bear with me. What if we just jam it full of ultra autocannons? No. Replacing the ATMs would only be 2 ultra autocannon 5s. The ATMs are more effective. I mean, maybe it's just fine. Maybe it's just fine the way it is. I mean, I do like ATMs. They are super accurate weapons. Especially with the Artemis fire control system. So they're ignoring 2 evasion and have +2 accuracy. It's pretty good. It's not the most maneuverable mech. Usually I like ATMs to be on something that has 5-7 or better movement. Just because if you can get into somebody's back, the high explosive ATM ammo is very strong. I don't usually put it on a slower moving mech like this, but... We also have a lot of slots we're not using. Feels weird. I would absolutely love to have been able to put an XL engine or a Clan XL engine into this thing. That would have made it so much better for so long. Its quirk is whatever. I mean, it's a mech. The Lady Killer... Oh, actually... We actually got ammo for the Rack 10 Risk. It's only 14 tons. So here's my thought. No. Maybe. We don't have a single bin of UAC-2 ammo. So, never mind on that. But we did get 2 double bins of Rack 2. Rack 10, I mean. That's only 5 Alpha Strikes at times 10. Our heat efficiency looks good, but if we spin it up to ×6 on both, then we're generating an extra 39 heat. So we're actually at, well, okay, with the exchanger. So yeah, we're just barely overcooling, so we don't have enough heat left for energy weapons. I mean, technically, this is more damage. Shorter range, more splashy, higher jam chance. And then it also does the weird based on evasion changes thing. I think I'd rather have the UAC-10s. I think I would actually rather have the UAC-10s. Okay. So we've looked through literally every mech, and I can't think of anything else I'd like to do. So let's travel to Manadorf, and drop ourselves on a mission. Also, all of our mech warriors are back from being injured. Huzzah! We arrive.
We've arrived at our destination.
Might as well check the store. And there is nothing of interest in the store at all. Okay. No need to check the hiring hall. We're in the last run. We haven't even skilled up any of the pilots we've picked up along the way. And that's a lot of missions working for Ghost Bear. Ooh. Ooh. Let's kick this thing off right. That is a 13.5 skull mission. I honestly didn't even know we could get that high. That's amazing. We are against pirates. Four priority picks for 2.2 million. It's against pirates, but it's a 9.5 skull mission. And we're fine on the financial report even if this goes sideways, so yeah, let's just go full money. So we've got a 13.5 skull mission. That means we can bring 7 stars worth of rating. That's 6. We're out of mech slots. We're out of mech slots. At 6. Okay. I did not even realize. Wait, what? Or is that 8? Is that 8? I think that is 8. Yeah, we have all the slots unlocked. We do have all the slots unlocked. So we're definitely bringing Static and Scalpel. They allow us to take targets down quickly if they have an XL engine. Just focus firing a side torso. Or if they're already on the ground, we're able to finish them off very easily. The Dire Star is a no-brainer. Obviously, Ube is not going to be piloting it anymore. It is no longer a Goomba Stomper. The Lady Killer with Helga in it, sure. Tank with Legs with Bo-Katan. Hyper Sniper with Gridlock. Vanquisher with Glam. And I guess the Kuroshi. Or is it the Marauder 2C? Do we want to test the new Marauder 2C build? It's in the Tundra. So heat isn't really an issue at all. Which is what the Kuroshi is honestly best for, is like running in a cool environment. Or running in a hot environment, I should say. But the Kuroshi has so much damage reduction built in. Dreadnought Gyro, Upper Hardens, Pharaoh Lamellar, like... that is really good damage reduction. Is it the Vanquisher, actually? Like, we have some options, some tools, but the Inferno and Incendiary ammo doesn't matter in the Arctic, or in the Tundra. Tandem is only effective if there's vehicles, so it's basically just Swarms and Apollo, which is very, very accurate. I mean, I'm not trying to say it's not accurate. Then again, Marauder 2C just has an Angel ECM for electronic warfare. The Vanquisher has the Nova Clan EWS. What was Tex piloting? Tex was piloting the Marauder 2C and the Kingfisher. I think we'll leave the Vanquisher home. Not because I think it's worse than any of the mechs we're bringing, but because it is less tanky than any of the other mechs, and it can explode pretty easily, especially like if it loses right torso, it loses all of its ammo. If it loses left torso, it loses all of its weapons, just because of the way the hard points were configured. But it's been the classic, if it works, leave it alone. If it isn't broken, don't fix it. Like, that's literally the same build the Vanquisher's been running for so very long. I think the only change we've made is like swapping out some battle computers. Actually, the Vanquisher is not an Omni-mech. So we could actually upgrade the engine if we change the build so we're not taking up the entire left torso. That's interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind. Who was it that we put in the Dire Star initially? Okay, Dire Star is Gauss rifles, large lasers. So crit chance isn't that interesting. Focus fire isn't necessary. Controlled burst is whatever. Was it XO? I think it was XO. He has Warlord. I'll probably actually respec him to have Focus fire Warlord, just to have better pinpoint. Just because the extra, what is it, 10%? 6%? 6% improved called shot multiplier is really good. And then last but not least, Kuroshi was Ronin. Yep. There we go. That's the team we're dropping. 13.5 skull mission. 6.5 star lance. Let's go. Alright, let's see what a 13.5 skull mission looks like.
Initiated.
I'm expecting this to be somewhat rough. Okay, Dari said they're under fire, so there is a blocking force. think we're going to use this little ridge as cover. Kind of drop along it. Have half our force go around one side, half the force go around the other. And we see... That looks like a Zeus. Yep, Zeus XR. Okay. Apparently this ridge does not block line of sight completely.
Minor damage, Commander. Nothing to see
And
here.
that is a Conquistador that just fired at us. We have a Rabid Coyote in the distance. I'm pretty sure that's running an XL engine. So if given the opportunity to snipe its side torso, that should kill it. I don't like the idea of the... I mean, I like the idea of high ground. I don't like the idea of running over rough terrain. And that is obstructed line of sight. I'm gonna reserve.
Waiting for orders.
I don't like the shots I was offered. Here as well. But knowing that they can shoot, I would definitely rather have some evasion. So I'll take the shot, trying mostly for the PPC debuff. I will turn enhanced imaging on though, but yep. Okay, one hit.
Orders?
That's fine. Dire Star. Dire Star can jump for 5. Still only obstructed line of sight to the Conquistador. Except for there. I can jump for 5. Jump for 5. Direct line of sight to the Conquistador. MMLs and light, bright bloom medium lasers.
Standing by.
Tank with legs. Starting everything. Getting to the front.
Roger.
And hopefully shredding a bunch of armor. Okay, they have AMS from something stealthy in the forest. Noted. So there's something stealth in the forest right in between the Conquistador and the Zeus. Zeus XR. Shotgun PPCs, missiles, and... yeah. Nothing
Standing
too scary. Yeah, those are hit chances.
Confirmed.
I could have also turned on the, oh, never mind. This isn't the... It's the other King Crab that has the engine that I need to turn on. I mean... Zeus's generally have some pretty good damage reduction going for him, so I don't think I'm going to be able to pierce any particular location with a cult shot. Yeah, so he only took 60 damage instead of 80 from the Gauss rifles. That's a lot of missiles. That's also a lot of heat and stability damage. Oh boy. So the Wraith has probably MMLs. Either that or rockets, but I would be kind of surprised if a mech was running rockets on a 13.5 skull mission. Yeah, we're gonna use the light engine. Oh, damage priority. We've already hit the Zeus or the Conquistador a little bit. The Zeus, heavy MRM 20, LB 10, snub those PPC. Honestly, I think the Wraith is our biggest threat here. But I'm going to shoot at the Conquistador.
Shooting, just running.
Because I remember we have tandem on the tank with legs.
I'm on the clock.
So
What do you want?
it's a chance to see if... Actually am going to try to tag him, though, I think. Do we have multi-target? We do not have multi-target. Okay. Then again, I'll try to tag the Conquistador.
Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Also, the Angel ECM, I would rather that be passive, I think. Reduces jamming on allies by 4. But we're not in anyone else's ECM bubble, so we're not currently being jammed. So I'll flip it to passive for now.
One attitude adjustment coming right
Alright,
up.
we tag the Conquistador. Okay. Yeah, that Wraith is a concern. The Timberwolf, the Rabid Coyote is a concern. I think the highest priority is the tank, though.
Commander?
So, hopefully Tank with Legs can get Tandem on point and kill it.
Roger. Full speed.
The Lady Killer is going to take the shot that it has unobstructed line of sight. Control the burst so we hopefully don't jam. And fire.
Affirmative.
One more tickle.
Commander?
And we have one more tickle. So yeah, the Zeus is going to be on the ground. Crank that up. We need to go in the mech bay and fix the firing order. Alright. Zeus on the ground. Zeus bleeding out. But we're not going to wait for 20 activations. Conquistador probably... Oh, no. Actually going for the Lady Killer. And not firing his missiles. Strange.
I'm under heavy fire. Ready for orders.
Okay. So we're not going to use the supercharger. We are going to Vigilance. Actually, do we use the supercharger? I don't think it generates additional heat. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get 2 evasion instead of 1. Cannot get into cover for the 60% damage reduction, but we do have the 40% from the Bulwark and Guarded. Our heatsink kit is still nominal, so here's hoping the Tandem does its job. Tandem did not do its job. Through armor damage is just so weak now. Heat is still super effective. I mean,
Waiting on you,
this is
Commander.
a tundra biome, and it still dealt that much heat damage, and we were able to cool very little of it. So yeah, I think at this point we do just focus down the Wraith with all the called shots in the world, probably. I mean, we could also go for the Zeus, but I think the Wraith is the bigger concern.
Got it.
Only 2 hits, but they did both hit side, so...
Oh,
Okay.
damn it.
Head hit, not bleeding out though, so at least there's that. We are so close to killing this thing.
On my way. Double
Scalpel!
time.
Hopefully, we don't have enough for offensive push. That's unfortunate. We don't have enough for offensive push.
Oh, what's up, boss?
Okay, in that case, we're just gonna we're just going to rely on volume of fire. Yeah, that'll do.
Target eliminated.
I'm your spaniel.
Alright, there's heat damage off the board. I'm actually going to reserve to drop the 1 bar of stability damage we have there, so that I can jump again and not be close to falling down. We can shoot the Zeus that's on the ground, take off a side torso. Full stop. Actually, the Gauss Hyper Assault will probably stray into the side torso and blow it off. We'll actually go Warlord as well.
Roger.
He had an XL engine. Okay.
Hostile
So all we need to do is take off the side torso. That's fine. Dire Star, again, we're going to reserve. Drop the bar of stability damage.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, Tex. You're going to shoot the Conquistador. Try to get Tag online.
One attitude adjustment coming
Tag is
right
online. Beautiful.
I'm receiving you.
With Tag, the Kuroshi's Hyper Assault Gauss is jammed, but it's fine. We're still doing 160 potential damage, or 88 potential damage, because, yeah. It's a Conquistador in cover.
Waiting for orders.
We now have lost the bar of stability damage, so we are going to jump
Acknowledged.
and possibly do some work here.
Welcome to my outfit.
That is a fairly banged up Conquistador, even if he is taking 40% reduced damage and repairing some of it. We have a jam on one of our MRMs, but we're still hitting him with MRM 45. I'd rather hit him from the side that's already damaged.
Acknowledged.
Pew!
Target confirmed.
Oh hey, breaching shot. That's good. I didn't even consider the breaching shot.
Hostile removed.
So it's actually fortuitous that we were jammed,
I hear ya.
because otherwise our missiles would have only been doing like 1 damage instead of 4. I'm not going to be able to kill him before he acts again. So I'm going to give him a turn. Hopefully I can get an unobstructed line of sight. What you doing, Rabid Coyote? A lot of stability damage, but otherwise we're fine.
Using armor. I'm ready for orders.
We're fine. Yeah, no. Only obstructed. 66s or 72s. Obviously, I go with the 72s. Get some DACA. Alright.
Your command.
Dire Star. He is not going to get another turn, I don't think. So I think we're fine to jump into his face.
Right havoc.
4 hits, solid.
Yep.
I don't think we gain any accuracy by getting closer, so I'll just move and shoot.
This should be.
And that's a kill.
There's work to do.
Like I said, XL engine, his torso went down, he went down.
I'm on the clock. What do you
Alright,
want?
so I will cut to activating the point. See you there.
Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Alright, so I've taken up a firing position. I saw that the road only left the base one direction to this this area, so I dropped in position, taking the high ground with my long-range units and with my mid-range units on the ground. The Dire Star, since it's able to jump so far every turn, is the one that activated the point, and I have no idea where the enemies are, but I am currently defensive. I've moved and braced with everyone, so everyone has a bunch of damage reduction, everyone has a little bit of evasion. So I'm going to wait until the enemy acts, which actually... Okay, so I was expecting them to be further down the road. Apparently they're right in front of us. But as soon as they take an action, they should show up on our radars. Okay, they're pretty low initiative, actually. I was expecting much higher initiative from a 13.5 skull mission. That's a Kraken. That's a Warhammer 2C. That's all I see. Oh, wait. There's a Megas right in front of us. That's the MRM 40 Pirate that can fire up to 120 missiles in one Alpha Strike. That needs to go. And that's a Misery, which I'm actually not super worried about. Gauss Rifle, Large Laser, SRM-6, and 4 medium lasers. Okay.
Good to go.
Yeah, Convoy, you're just gonna sit tight for a minute.
Affirmative.
Okay,
What do you need?
The Megas is our highest priority. Oh, I can actually get into the Misery's back. Also, the left torso is where the MRM-40 pirate is located, so if we could take that down, it loses the majority of its oomph. Yeah, I think I'll start with Hyper Sniper, foregoing the chance to crit in favor of just trying to do as much damage as I can, as fast as I can.
Receiving you.
Alright, and then we have Scalpel. Unfortunately, cannot get into the Megas' side, but has good enough hit chance. I think we are going to try for an offensive push. Warlord, offensive push. Left torso. Please, take that thing down. Okay, structure is exposed. Alright.
Yes, Commander.
And tank with legs is able to follow up into his exposed side.
Copy that.
There we go. MRM-40 pirate is down. Do I even care about this mech anymore? I mean, it can still melee us. Light PPC with capacitator. Pirate medium lasers. That's all it has left.
What can I do?
I don't think I care anymore.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, I think I'm fine with the Megas. I mean, he can still melee, so he is still a threat.
Holding action.
I'm gonna reserve with all the crawlers. The Misery going for techs, doing 28 damage.
I hear ya.
Well, okay then. The Warhammer 2C is already acted, but I'm more worried about the Kraken, although I am going to give it a turn. I'm going to give it a turn to lose its spawn protection. You can see we have a 36% chance to hit. I would definitely rather it take a turn.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
However, that's a Misery that just
Let's make
asked
some
for
bad
Tex to shoot him in the back.
high speed. One attitude adjustment coming right up.
We're just gonna pretend that we only fired the tag.
Waiting on you, Commander.
That wasn't Tex missing horribly. That was just a calculated turn of not doing damage. Actually gonna move out of the
On my
forest. They've all acted, so I'm not too... Well, except for the Megas, but I'm not too worried about the Megas. So we're going to get as good of a high as... as high of an accuracy as possible. We're going to try to take down the side torso. Pretty sure that destroying a side is not going to kill it. I think the pirate engine is basically like a light engine. So we'd have to either destroy both side torsos or center. But I just want to take one of its sides down. This is the side with the PPC as well as one of the Rack 2s. So, again, focusing side torso. Then again, hold on. That's 262 damage. 262. Or 252. Nah, definitely side torso. Definitely side torso.
Roger that. Firing on target.
Only doing 45 damage each hit because I'm pretty sure it has some kind of damage reduction. I know it doesn't have a Dreadnought gyro. Okay, or it doesn't have any damage. Why was I only doing 45 per PPC? Its quirk is that it's intimidating. It doesn't appear to have any damage reduction. Why were my PPCs not doing full damage? And yeah, that's a lady killer.
No shooting, just running.
I know I'm putting my back to the misery, but I'm definitely much more worried about the Kraken than I am about anything close by. Alright, side torso is open. That is a knockdown. We should be able to carve him up now. Side torso is down.
Standing by.
Yeah, we should definitely be able to carve him up now. So, I would rather... Oh, I already used Scalpel. That's right. I used Scalpel on the
Yes,
Megas.
Commander.
Alright.
Aye.
Then the Crochet will... You know what? Sure.
Engaging target.
I don't really care where I hit, honestly. I don't really care where I hit, so might as well try for another pilot injury.
I hear ya.
Alright. Now I think all that's left is the tanks, right? Yeah, all of our units have acted except for the convoy. Distance from convoy, huh? That's unfortunate. Can we get into a position where we can shoot something? Yes, we can. Okay.
Moving fast.
Go ahead and shoot the Megas. Sure. Wait a second. Ooh. The Arrow 4 tag is the one that comes down at the end of the round. Well,
Ready for orders.
that's damage on the Lady Killer that didn't need to happen. Oh yeah, our Dire Star hasn't done anything yet. Sure.
Behold, I take flight.
Alright. Offensive push, both to knock his accuracy down and for the chance to get something done. Does he have ammo without case? He does have ammo, but that's right, he has clan armor, so he has case. I guess I'll just go for center. Sure.
Firing all weapons.
One hit. Okay.
What
He
can
has
I do for
-3
you?
initiative next round. That's the important thing. The important thing is the fact that we dropped his initiative a bit, so it gives us more room to maneuver.
Uh-huh. Waiting on you, Commander.
Megas is panicked. Distance from convoy, of course.
Don't need to tell me twice.
It's fine. We don't really need the little bit of damage from some SRM6s.
Good to go.
How is that not... Okay. That's just silly. The convoy is entirely right here.
You betcha.
It's fine. It's whatever. Do we finish off the Megas?
Here we go.
No. But he should now be unsteady. He is. Took a little bit of damage on the Lady Killer for it, but... yeah, I'm going to... try to finish off the Kraken.
Time to die.
Success! And there's a core meltdown, so...
Gotcha.
Standing by.
Yeah. Cool. Jumping.
Jumping.
I should have reserved to drop a bar of stability damage, but then again, I'm not confident that they would be able to, you know, stop the stability damage. Again, going center torso just because it's a Clan XL engine. The sooner we grind through center, the sooner he dies. I think I'd rather kill the Misery.
Got it.
And this will probably kill the Misery.
Firing full complement on it.
Alright,
That's a kill.
next. Cannot get to the Marauder 2C, or Warhammer 2C. So I guess we will go ahead and kill the Megas.
On my way. Double time.
Die, Megas, die.
Target confirmed.
So far,
One less target.
A,
Orders.
this doesn't feel like a 13.5 skull mission. But more importantly, B, I'm not seeing any salvage worth taking.
On it.
Yeah, again, good enough hit chance for us to offensive push here.
Acknowledged.
Both Goss missed. Unfortunate.
Waiting for orders.
Honestly, I just thought about it. The Kuroshi's running 3 Gauss rifles. Maybe it would be the better recipient of the battle computer snafu that gives the increased damage to Gauss rifles. Maybe. In other news, we actually can't get line of sight.
All right. Let's.
So the Kuroshi does nothing this turn.
Yeah?
Can't get line of sight over here either. Alright.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Yep.
Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
I kind of hope the Warhammer goes for our Dire Star instead of the Convoy, because these guys, they are not that beefy. Well, that one is, actually. 1200 armor on him. But yeah, the Prime Movers, 480 armor is like nothing at this point in the game. So,
What can I do for you?
yeah, I think I would rather move them away from where they can be shot.
Moving out.
That way he's either firing uphill at our units on the ridge line,
Waiting for orders.
or he's firing at our Dire Star, which is super tanky. Wait. The Dire Star doesn't get bulwark. Huh. Huh.
I hear ya.
Dire Star doesn't get bulwark. I will have to keep that in mind.
It's received.
Like, yeah, he has damage reduction built into his armor, and he has the upper hardens, but he does not get
Good
the
to go.
extra 20% from cover or guarded.
Got it.
So he's not actually one of our tankiest, he's just our most evasive. And slightly tanky. Warhammer 2C doing
Waiting on
nothing.
you, Commander.
Definitely gonna move for unobstructed line of sight. And Warlord still has 1 turn. But we're still gonna offensive push, we're still gonna try to
Tell
hit
me what to
center.
shoot.
Doing 30 damage.
Receiving you.
Lady Killer cannot get line of sight.
Going full throttle.
Okay. Can EWS ping, though.
I've got a sensor lock.
So evasion is unchanged. Okay.
Orders.
Yeah. Tank with legs is way out of
I
position. That's fine, though. We have enough mechs that can shoot him.
I'm receiving you.
I think I'm actually going to just move for highest accuracy possible.
Onward.
Also to drop the stability damage. And because I don't feel like I need the 5 evasion right now. Okay. I mean, we're dropping his initiative, and
Something good.
we are doing damage little by little to his core.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
33 more damage.
I'm here.
Can we get 33 more damage
Taken out.
or some crits? Possibly. Yeah, controlled burst, why not?
This should be good.
Alright, so we cored him. Which means there's clan tech on the ground.
Looks like I'll need a new target.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
And yeah, I'll cut to activating the final point.
All right, let's get down to it.
Alright, so I have taken the high ground because this is the map border right here. So it's highly unlikely they're going to drop, the enemies are going to drop behind us right here. which means they're either going to drop downhill this way, or downhill this way. And then we just, push whichever direction they go.
Uh-huh.
And where are they? Downhill that way. Okay. I see a Matar.
The package will be on its way soon.
Yep. Matar with double heavy PVC and BFG 9000. Okay. Ion Raptor. That's a lot of weapons, but none of them are particularly scary. Hecatoncheres. I think I said that right. I don't know. Gauss Rifle, medium lasers, SRMs, and then a Drekka. Double prototype heavy Gauss Rifle, double bombast laser. Alright, so the Matar and the Drekka are obviously our highest priorities. We are going to definitely move and brace. Except for those who can't get line of sight. Looks like I will be able to get line of sight next round. Maybe. I'll sprint.
Moving to
Dire Star, obviously jumping and bracing.
Lifting off.
Lady Killer. Moving and bracing. I'm also trying to kind of stay spread out so that if they shoot at me, I'm less likely to take stray shots to the face. Definitely moving and bracing with the blue shield on in case they act first. Right, like that.
aye, aye.
Slightly giving up high ground, but yeah, we're pretty short range with tank with legs, so kind of good. Yeah, just move and brace, move and brace. That way, if we get hit by the BFG, it doesn't immediately kill us. I don't think. I think with 40% damage reduction, or 60%, whether it be just cover and guarded, or if it's cover, guarded, and bulwark, I think we can survive the BFG even if it hits. The Kuroshi will be able to fire from way back here. But I'll just kind of step right there. And yeah, the rest of the vehicles need to get into the point with as much evasion as possible.
You betcha.
Can I move this? Something like that. Yeah, get 6 evasion. Beautiful.
Coordinates received.
Zigzag around a little bit. As long as one of them survives, we succeed at the mission. And okay.
Got it.
Cool. So the vehicles we're escorting are in the capture point. They just have to survive 1 round, and then we win the mission. Well, okay, so whether or not we get out in one piece is another story, but we'll get full pay is what I'm saying. Okay. 6 evasion, and we have 77s and a 60, or 77s and 60s. Also, yeah, the Dire Star, we really need a double bin of Gauss ammo. We only have 2 more Alpha Strikes. We only have 2 more Alpha Strikes. That's not good. And we're firing into, I believe, Bulwark on the Matar. I believe it has a Dreadnought. Or no, wait. It has a light because it has to have room for the BFG, right? Oh boy. But it's got so much armor we need to grind through. 5 cover, direct line of sight. Ooh, I can shoot the Drekka in the back. But I won't be able to follow up with anyone else except for the Dire Star again next round. There's no way we're going to be able to kill the Matar and the Drekka in one round. I think I'm going to save the Dire Star until I see what the Drekka does. I think I'm going to give him a turn. You know what? I hate shooting into spawn protection.
Sure.
We have
Just sit here and
as
think.
good a protection as we're going to get. We're going to have to sacrifice guarded if we take any shots. And again, we're kind of relying on the damage reduction. Okay, he did nothing.
Uh-huh.
Are they all just going to mill about doing nothing? Here comes the Ion Raptor. Ion Raptor doing nothing. I mean, I know I'm getting hesitation. I know the reserve shenanigans aren't really fun for some people to watch, but... yeah, I'm kind of curious if I don't shoot them yet, if they just don't shoot at me. Yeah, apparently they just don't shoot at me until I start shooting at them. See, I think the MkIII runs an XL engine? I think... you know what, I'm gonna start with
On
Tex
the clock. What do you want?
and just shoot the MkIII and try to get the tag on point. 2 in cover,
Let's make some bad decisions and
try to get tag.
One attitude adjustment coming right up.
No tag. Okay.
Yep.
Who else has a tag? Scalpel. Turn 14. EXO, we can no longer jump into the Drekka's back. Not great. I will still jump for 5 and cover. And shoot the MkIII. I mean, the good news is, if I remember correctly, the lasers are inside
something
torso. So we can still punch. Gauss rifles and arm. Yeah, so if we're out of ammo for the Gauss rifles, we can still punch. Although the actuator enhancement actually makes our melee worse.
What can I do for
We
you?
really need more ammo in that thing.
Standing by.
Kuroshi.
Good to go.
No.
What's up, boss?
Scalpel, tag. Scalpel, tag, go.
Double time. Let's go.
Tar, please hit.
Firing
Go.
full complement.
Tag hit. Okay. Beautiful. So now we should have enough sensor information. No, we don't.
Receiving you.
Wow, we do not have enough sensor information even with the tag. Alright, I mean, sandblast him from the front, I guess? His center's almost open. Go Vigilance on tank with legs because, yeah, we're already injured. Enhanced imaging on. Warlord. And I will go 1 acid. Probably should have gone both acid. I probably splashed all over, yeah. Arms barely touched center. Yeah, I should have gone acid. Okay. Yeah.
Double time. Let's go.
Alright. Yeah, I know I talked about taking the high ground to immediately give up the high ground, but it's whatever. Everything's fine.
I hear ya.
Yeah, you're just chilling.
Waiting on you, Commander.
You're just chilling.
Waiting for orders.
That is unobstructed line of sight. But for some reason only doing 42 damage. Alright. Warlord. Offensive push. Center torso. Go.
Commander?
I mean, I'm not thrilled at the prospect of shooting through my own mechs, but that is literally the only spot that I can shoot it.
Confirmed.
Yeah. Control the bursts. And we still have 5 Alpha Strikes left on our Hyper Gauss and 6 Alpha Strikes left on our regular Gauss, so... Pretty happy with the ammo counts on the Kuroshi. Okay, gyro defense double plus crit.
Guard a critical hit. I hear ya.
Yeah, you just chill.
Waiting for orders.
You just chill.
Good for now. Cooling down a bit.
And then Hyper Sniper, possibly finishing critting out the Matar. Warlord, offensive push, center torso.
Copy that.
Beautiful. I don't know if it was center torso destruction or crits or what, but I'm happy to see the BFG 9000 off the board. Now then. We absolutely need to take this Drekka down.
Standing by.
And I think I will start just sandblasting it with acid. Just all the acid. Last shot of acid, no less. Also, a mistake that I didn't turn the supercharger on. That was an error.
Good to go.
And I'm actually also going to just start offensive pushing it until it has no initiative. Oh wow, I forgot enhanced imaging whenever I was shooting the Matar. Okay. With a pair of heavy Gauss rifles, surely it's running an XL engine.
Special delivery.
Surely it's running an XL engine.
Copy that, Commander.
Okay. Just all the offensive pushes, reducing his initiative as much as possible. Hoping to finish him off before he gets a turn.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? I'm on the clock. What do you want? Alright, let's get down to it.
The Warlord. Go offensive push. Go side torso.
One attitude adjustment coming right up.
Ah, wow. Nothing.
Sometimes failing.
Good to go.
Alright then. Alright then. Warlord is available here. Offensive push. Side torso, again.
Firing a full salvage.
Alright. Almost. It's open. The Hecatoncheirus. Whatever. Taking its shot, hitting the Lady Killer with the Gauss.
Yes, Commander.
Not the scariest thing on the field. That's minimum range. Is this our last mech activating? Yes, it is. Gonna go Vigilance for higher initiative. Warlord, offensive push. Side torso, go. XL is an XL. We took it down.
Do the math, Chief.
Prototype heavy Gauss rifle's
The
gone.
Gauss rifle's empty.
That was our last shot of Gauss ammo with the Dire Star, but it's fine. We jumped right next to the Ion Raptor, who actually is running far enough away that we won't be able to hit him. Okay. That's fine.
The damage is light.
That's
Good
fine.
to go.
Okay. Rack 5 is jammed. That's fine. Who's our higher priority now? Gauss Rifle, Medium Lasers, SRMs, or already acted... Oh, they both already acted. Yeah, the Ion Raptor is definitely more dangerous. Then again, the majority of his damage is energy. And we have Blue Shield Particle Field Dampeners. But it's just... it's a lot more volume of damage.
Yeah?
Just the sheer volume of weapons that it has
Roger.
is adequate reason. I mean, yeah, we're gonna offensive push here.
All weapons.
Engine crit, so it has probably a Clan XL. Turn 22, the Hecationaris. Hecationaris. Yeah. Hitting our...
Dropped my coffee and I'm fucking...
Hitting our Marauder 2C, which luckily has 40% damage
Commander.
reduction. And we are going to absolutely sandblast this Ion Raptor.
No shooting, just running.
Probably take his side torso pretty easily. Obviously we're out of acid, so we go Apollo.
Here it comes. One
Engine
at a time.
destroyed. I guess we just got crits on the engine. Yeah, again, we're out of Gauss ammo. But we don't move fast enough to even be able to charge him. So... I mean, I guess I'll move closer and shoot him in the back.
I'm your spaniel.
Maybe I'll get him a little panicked and we'll get better accuracy against him. He's already open. Oh wow, it's a 65 tonner.
What can I do for you?
I mean... Hi?
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
You're probably going to want to punch out.
Tell me what to do. Ready for orders.
Otherwise, you're not going to be alive very long.
Understood. Moving fast.
And I'm not going for offensive pushes because, well... No, actually I do want to reduce his, well, I just want to kill him.
Firing full complement.
That's a kill. Yeah. Alright. That was a 13.5 skull mission. I think we need to face some clanners.
Mission successful.
Alright, so we only made 430,000 C-bills. Probably not going to cover the repair costs. If the Dire Star took any damage, which it looks like it didn't, so maybe it will cover the repair costs. First thing I'm actually looking for is Gauss Double Bend. There is a Gauss Double Bend. So for the same tonnage, that will give us 4 more shots, so 2 more Alpha Strikes, which would have been just enough for that mission. Same tonnage, same slots, so that's an immediate upgrade. We have Tactics A and B, which is good to put on a mech that we're going to offensive push with a lot. Slick Sweets are good, just to increase the initiative of everyone. Pirate Fire Control, no, we still have one that we have never used. Lower Melee Punch, I'm not really building a melee mech at this point. XL Gyro, Defense Double Plus, we're kind of at the point where we're just putting Dreadnoughts on everyone. I will take the Spare Fire Control Mark II, because we know how easy it is for those to be destroyed by somebody punching out. So right now, the Dire Star is running a Gauss fire control system that gives +3 accuracy to the Gauss rifles. This would be +1 accuracy, but an additional 10% damage. So would I rather have +2 accuracy or 8 more damage on each of the Gauss rifles? I think I'd rather have the extra +2 accuracy. Exchanger Double Plus, we still have 4 sitting around. Cooling Jacket. Like, we still have 2 of those. We don't have any more Battle Computer Artemis or missiles. Artemis 5. Allows the use of Artemis 4 ammo. Provides 2 evasion ignore. And 25% increased critical chance with missile weapons. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. That's an extra evasion ignore on our ATM boat on the Kingfisher. Plus bonus crit chance. Angel ECM's good, but we're at the point where we really want Nova Clan EWSs on like everyone. Meteor Tin. Huh. Streak rockets. Okay. Yeah. EFG 9000, sure. Full Zeus. Full Stalker. Full Omega. Yeah, Matars are good, but I think I'm past the point of building mechs. I think I'm just at the point of running mechs into the ground. Yeah, those are gone. Cool. Never going to use regular case. Clan Cockpit, we have 5. Fire Control Standard's gone. Spiked Boots, I'll keep it around. Why not? Lower Melee Punch, I'll keep it around. Why not? Spare Omni Lower, cool. More Protos, cool. Slick Suite, cool. Quick Cell Warfare Suite is gone. And some ammo. Okay. Alright, 85,000 C-bills. Because our Dire Star didn't get hit. Okay. I'm just immediately going to go to the mech bay, look at the Kingfisher, and check out this Fire Control Artemis 5. So again, Artemis 4 gives 1 evasion ignore unless you use Artemis ammo. Artemis 5 gives 2 evasion ignore and lets you use Artemis ammo. ATMs have a built-in evasion ignore, so that's 3 evasion ignore and plus 2 accuracy. With a reckless mech warrior like Loki, that's 4 evasion ignore and plus 2 accuracy, which is essentially another evasion ignore that still applies once they get knocked unsteady. So yeah, we would be able to very easily hit spawn protected enemies with this mech. Although we do need half a ton. But we have plenty of slots, so... we have plenty of slots on the arms. Do I really want to risk a Patchwork Tier 3? You know what? Sure. Why not? Why not? Okay, cool. Dumping 319,000 into the Kingfisher, because as we lose mechs, we will eventually start using it again. I forget what kind of electronic warfare it has, but yeah. So we've got 3 days there, 2 days there. So 3 days, static will be down to 1 day. 4 days, everything will be done. Financial report will tick over, and we'll see if we get another 13.5 skull mission, possibly against the clans.
Ready to go over financials whenever you are.
Alright. 2.8 or 2.7 million that we need. We're down to our last 2 million. But I'm really curious here. Do we have a 13.5 against the clans? We have 12.5 against Wrestlehog. 12.5 against... who's that against? Ooh, against the clans. Okay. That's what we're doing. It's a battle, and it's the kind of battle where apparently Draconis Combine's going to have a lance, and there's going to be an allied lance that are patrolling, and we're just assisting them. So we're going to have 2 lances of friendlies that we have to protect. But it's going to be a 12.5 skull mission against the clan. Sorry, Clan Ghost Bear, but I want to have an actual challenge. Pirates are only challenging when they bring heat, and we're in an Arctic world, so... yeah. Not really worried about the pirates ever again. I just want to fight planners. Again, the plan is just to play mission after mission until we are out of mechs. Or we go bankrupt because we just can't repair and scrap enough to keep going. I didn't forget.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
But that will be starting next episode. For now, that's been your episode of Roguetech for the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, have a good one.